Hello, welcome to my jungle adventure mini-series. So, I have tried to create a story that will let us explore most, if not all, of the pack features in a 5-episode flat series. So, right now, I know it doesn't really look like we're in a jungle adventure mini-series, but let me explain. Is that the moon? Anyway, we are in San Maishu now, and it is absolutely filthy. The air is extremely polluted, and it sucks here. So we are here with our protagonists. So our first character is Rafael Estacio. He is almost an adult and has the squeamish, bookworm, and good traits. He is in the business career. He's not like a huge fan of it, but he does love an office job. That's more his jam than something more active. He's gonna make some breakfast because it's 6 a.m. and I feel like he is definitely a morning person. Our other character is also a morning person, but for a completely separate reason. But our second character is Eve Estacio here. She is really upset right now because she is bored of not being an adrenaline seeker, because she is an adrenaline seeker and it's kind of boring in San Maishu now. So she is a teenager and she is Rafael's daughter. She has the self-assured and adventurous traits. So she's gonna come down and maybe... Oh, I was about to click that, but it kind of didn't occur to me that she would actually be like fighting her dad. So spring break has just started for Eve. And Rafael has taken the time off because Eve has been lucky enough to get 2 tickets to the Selvadoradian Adventure Resort, which is actually where her mom works. So her mother is Nadia here. She is a desk clerk at the business, and basically they offer a variety of things. The part that's most exciting for Eve being the tours of Selvadorada that take tourists through the jungle. Her mother acquired free tickets as she is a receptionist there, and she has given them to her daughter. Would invite her friends, but she can't exactly play favorites and pick one. After all, how do you pick one of your friends you've known since you were practically babies over another? So she decides to invite her father. She's a little bit reluctant. Not because her mom will be there, considering her mom and dad are on pretty friendly terms, but because recently she and her father have had a bit of a disagreement. No one likes me, no one will ever like me, why bother with anything anymore? I don't think this is a helpful response at all. I don't know how helpful this one is, but I feel like it's more helpful than this one, so I totally get it. I feel the same way, like, all the time. But anyway, she and her father have been in a bit of a disagreement because Eve wants to, when summer break comes around, get a job at a tiger sanctuary rescue in Tomarang. Not only is it very far from home, but it is dangerous as the job requires working with those wild animals as well as possibly facing poachers who will not be happy with the sanctuary workers. So Rafael is adamant that she doesn't go. She's in her junior year of high school now, and he finds she's too young to be going off and doing such a thing. He is quite upset about that. This is something she really wants to do. But she invited him anyway because who else would go with her, and she still loves him, of course. Rafael is definitely not the most excited about this spring break trip because, as I'm sure you've probably gathered already by his traits, he is not really one for adventure. While Eve is an incredibly active and thrill-seeking person, Rafael is not so keen on nature and exploration of the unknown. But Eve has been feeling distant as of recent, and he knows this may be a good way to bond with her. He's gonna suck it up and hope he doesn't get bombarded by too many bugs. Eve so far has instructed him on quite a lot, such as, what to pack, and what to wear, and how not to be a mosquito target. And it looks like they were just in a bit of an argument. She's having a bit of a rough time right now. So we're probably gonna end up getting on with that traveling and travel to Selvadorada. So first we're going to stop at the resort and spa, which is like the main location of Adventure Resort. And then we'll check in and head to where we're staying. Looks like we do have somebody here crying at the desk. Dominic Fires. Did not know he would work here, but we'll check in with him. Mocking sadness. That's not the way to go, pretty sure. Oh my gosh. I'm completely new to this pack. I know it's been out for like 7 or 8 years, but like I've never ever gone to Selvadorada before, and it is so pretty. Oh, it looks like her mom is here. Hello. So we'll say hi to her. She is also not huge on adventuring. She just worked here as like a desk lady, as I've said. So I'm not exactly sure where Eve got her adventurous tendencies from. I guess it's just kind of in her soul, her personality makeup, whatever. Yeah, and then Rafael, what are you up to? He's gonna go talk to somebody. Fish feed. Great. I really need to get rid of that CC. I know I say that like every episode of every series I've ever done because, you know, I do have this, I do come across people with the CC typically all the time. Oh my gosh. Ew, don't do that. But I think Eve is already bored of the receptionist desk, so I think we're gonna go wandering, actually. So let's browse where we can go. This trail is kind of cool. Ooh, avocados. I didn't know they were even a thing in this game. So she's gonna go harvest some avocados. Girl, get off your phone. It doesn't really make you look that enthused to be here when you're just on your phone. I literally... Oh my god, hi avocado. That's awesome. Okay, do you want to eat one? Sure, that sounds fun. Oh, 1 bite. Wow, that's impressive. It looks like the area we're at right now doesn't have too many areas of like actual wild jungle. It's more of a residential area. She just wants to get a move on exploring the jungle, but we're gonna have to pause on that for now. And I think she might have to come back because I do think her dad is gonna have a major freak out if she's gone for more than 5 minutes. So, hi dad, sorry for abandoning you in here. I'm so sorry. We're leaving again. Don't do that. Girl, she's complaining about this celebrity trying to like get everybody's attention. But anyway, I think we're gonna go ahead and travel to the place that we are going to be staying. Although we might spend a few nights in the jungle if we go on like a really lengthy tour. Forget something, you can purchase a variety of supplies to enrich your vacation experience from the phone or mailbox. I think I'm gonna stick to buying stuff in town because that sounds like it's stopping the immersion of the experience. Why do we have a machete? Welcome to the jungle, Rafael. Some handy adventure items have been added to your inventory as part of your rental package. Yeah, I see that with 2 machetes. Why do we need 2? If you plan on exploring the Bella Messia jungle, you should first stop by the Puerto Monte market and pick up more gear. Will do. Rafael wants to be prepared more than anything. I think Rafael is gonna, until the actual tour, absolutely avoid the jungle. So I think what he's more interested in is maybe learning a bit about Selvadorian culture. So we'll make sure to go into town a bit. And when we're buying like supplies, we'll also talk to locals and try to just learn some information about the culture because I do think that is quite interesting to him. I might have Eve go swimming because I think she needs to do something. Something active right now. Although I think tomorrow morning I might send her on a little jog just so she can like scope out her surroundings. I'm wondering if I can purchase a book on the culture, but I don't know if I can. No, it doesn't look like there is one. Okay, well that's unfortunate because my guy does love to read. We do have a random book in our inventory, so you can read that if you want. In fact, I'm sure there might be like a nice place to sit outside to read it. I'm not sure. I mean, there's a massage chair. You could relax there and maybe read your book. I'm thinking tomorrow, I know that Eve is definitely not of age, but we're gonna just head to the bar just to like meet people and socialize. And we'll go to the marketplace at some point as well. Because there's nothing Rafael wants more than to be prepared. It's so stinking pretty. This house is so pretty. I love the way that this is structured. It's so pretty. They should be hungry. They aren't hungry, but they should be. So I'm gonna have him make dinner. Sometime we're gonna have to actually try the cuisine here, but I'm not 100% sure where to get it from. So for now, we're just gonna have fish tacos. I don't care. I feel like it'd be like really cold right now because it's late at night, so I feel like the pool would be freezing, so maybe come inside. Warm up a bit. There's a lot of people just standing outside, doing nothing. It's a little weird, a little bit strange. She wants to make a new friend, so I'll try to look out for somebody she could befriend. Maybe not right now, though. It is a little too late for that. Gosh, I'm getting cold just at the idea of going outside in the cold when you are wet and in a swimsuit. Ugh. So uncomfortable. We have a lot of activity to do, so I think we will be having them both head to bed. They both got up really, really early. I'm not gonna make them go to bed because I feel like, again, they're both probably morning people. You guys want to play some Don't Wake the Llama? Not sure what this is, but it kind of caught my eye. It's a traditional harvest basket. I'm taking that. I don't know if that's like one of the goods you can take from a hotel, like, you know, the soap. We're just gonna assume that's one of them, because I could drag it into my inventory, so good enough. I'm like kind of tempted to have Eve fight somebody today because it is neighborhood brawl, in a friendly way, of course. She isn't really one to start drama, but a friendly fight? Absolutely. I don't know who would be willing to fight a teenage girl, though. It is quite rainy right now. I'm wondering how the weather will be as we go on. It looks like quite a mix here. We have some sunny days and some rainy days. I'm feeling like she's gonna do a bit more exploring. Maybe we're gonna tell her dad first because we might be gone a little longer than we were when we went to go grab those avocados. So I would like to make sure he is aware of our whereabouts. Ooh, more avocados. I feel like we're gonna collect a lot of avocados from this trip. So go ahead and do that. I got distracted. I didn't actually end up telling Rafael where we're going. We'll harvest the avocados. We're gonna tell him where we're going. And then we're gonna go and do more stuff. In fact, let's gift him an avocado. Avocado. Yay! You're some fun to be around. I really enjoy spending time with you. I'm glad that they're bonding. Ooh, is there something up here that we can go to? What is this? It doesn't look like we can explore it at all, but I feel like she'll definitely come over to check it out. Ooh, there's stuff to dig up over here. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna come up here. It's not too far away, and we let him know where we're going. There's so many butterflies over here. Wow. I'm wondering, like, what this building is used for. If it's still used, is it some kind of church? Is it the bell? I'm not sure. But there are some harvestables, or not harvestables, things we could dig up here. I don't know how much experience she has with digging stuff up, but it looks like there's like some bones here. This one just disappeared. There was one right here, but it just disappeared. That's really weird. Did you just find a rose? Oh, rose crystal. I'm like, what? And it looks like we might find some bones in this one. I'm hoping to focus on the archaeology skill for her, although I'm not sure if that actually did anything for that. And if there's any other items around here to dig up. I'm not really seeing any. Well, that's okay, because she's already running away. What are you doing? Go and potty. There's a boardwalk here. We can walk through there, although there's not much to do here. We can go fishing. Do you want to go fishing? Let's check on Rafael. He's reading. I don't think I'm surprised about that at all. Practice darts. That's interesting. Just surprising for him, to be honest. I wasn't expecting him to do anything that involves physical activity, but hey. So yeah, I think we might go fishing here. That could be cool. I don't know if there's like specific fish that are in this area, so we'll have to see. Ooh, we could extract this fossil. We could do that, but I don't think she really has the materials to do so out here, so I'll wait until she goes back to the home. It is so pretty! She doesn't have much of a fishing skill, so we're probably not going to get that lucky here, but... Ooh, there's a person! I'm gonna ask if we could fight. Oh my gosh! Fish on fish crime! Why are you doing that? This is so evil of her. But anyway, I think we should fight her, because that's fun. And then she can have a good neighborhood brawl day. She's, like, pretty athletic, too, so... She just did the Tamarani introduction because she's, like, really interested in the culture there. And she's honestly really, like, knowledgeable about it. And she's just, like, really eager to go there, so... She's gonna ask about the jungle because she is quite excited to go on that tour. Plasma bats swoop down from the jungle canopy at all hours of the day. Scratches, bites, and guano will ruin your day. Pick a plasma bat box to distract them. If you have a high enough fitness, you may outmaneuver them. Okay. That's quite helpful, thank you. We weren't able to fight her, but I feel a little bad fighting her after she gave us such useful information, so... Ooh, new person. Okay, how about you? Can I fight you? Are we stinky? Ooh, that's not good. I don't have the... Oh, I can't fight... Okay. The game doesn't let you fight anybody if you're a teenager. Or, it doesn't let you fight adults if you're a teenager, so... That's unfortunate. Well, let's go home then. Take a shower, because we are stinky. Stinky, stinky. Take a mud bath, sure. Try new things today. I've actually never had a sim take a mud bath, and I just realized she is probably the only sim I've ever had that would actually be comfortable taking a mud bath, so might as well. Rafael's going swimming. He's very funny at it, honestly. This is hilarious. Ew, that's gross. Oh wait, it makes you more stinky? Why am I surprised about that? I should not be surprised about that. Okay, let's take a normal bath. Sims look so cute when they have dirt on their nose, though. I kind of like that part of them being dirty. You know what? I think Rafael would totally hire a massage therapist. Because I feel like he's already, like, super stressed out because there's a pole going through his body. No, actually because he is probably, like, already super tense over just the idea of going out into the jungle. Ooh, there's a guy out here. Oh, wait. I forgot that she can't fight non-teenagers. But that's okay. We could still, like, ask him about the jungle because I'd like to get as much information as possible. I'm gonna have Rafael get a some kind of massage. Do a stone. Lotus Blossom Aromatherapy massage. Sure, that sounds fun. She's like following this guy. She ran quite a far distance to just say hi so that she could learn even a little bit of knowledge about this place. But we're gonna talk about a new adventure because this is definitely a new adventure for her. I'd love to see if we could ask him about... No? Girl? Okay, I guess we just aren't gonna be talking to him then. Sigh. We're kind of hungry. Let's eat an avocado. I don't really want to go home right now. We can keep exploring if we eat an avocado. Ooh, okay, I found another thing that she can dig up, so let's go here and do that. And then I'm wondering if there's like an archaeology table or something that I can add to this place, because I feel like there might be one. Oh, okay, yeah, there is an archaeology workbench. Okay. Definitely want to try that, because that's like a more realistic thing for her to extract the fossils from. She can actually pick up the table, so we could bring that with us to our hike. I don't really know how that's gonna work, but okay. Okay, looks like she's coming home. Well, while we're at it, let's go ahead and extract this. We'll extract the other one we just found as well. Oh, okay, she didn't even need the workbench to do that. What do you even do with the workbench? Is it just a decoration, or I'm a little confused. But we got a mustache. Okay. Fun. Let's do the other one. Alien skull. Okay. Seems like we're getting just some strange fossils. They really have not interacted that much today. She's been out exploring and he's been getting massages, you know, very much behavior that makes sense for each of their personalities. We'll definitely ask, we'll check in on her, ask about her day, see what she's been up to, make sure nothing too crazy has happened to her while she was out there, because he never knows what kind of things she will come across and willingly look into further, you know. If there was a temple around here, she would go inside, trust, so he's a little concerned, but she had a pretty tame adventures today. One of her friends is inviting her to hang out at the harbor. That's just not gonna happen, friend. Not gonna happen. We are way too far away for that. Oh, okay. So tonight, it's a little late, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and head to the bar that is here, just to talk to people, hopefully people who live in the area. But honestly, this whole time, like, I don't think we've really seen or talked to anybody who actually does live in the area other than staff members, which makes her a little worried. Maybe only staff members are allowed to live here, which would be a bit of a disappointment, because that would mean it's a pretty controlled area, if you know what I mean. Like that would mean there really aren't any natives or anything, and that's a bit concerning to her, because she definitely finds that the Selvadoradian culture is important, and it would kind of suck if there was nobody here to celebrate it, and if it was just staff members who were just trying to make money. So anyway, we're gonna not go to the bar because we are not old enough for that, but it doesn't look like there's really many people here, unfortunately. There's this market vendor. We'll talk to them. They probably would know a good amount of stuff. Ooh, dumpster. She's definitely the type to dumpster dive. Oh, but there's nothing to put in there. Bummer. But this whole entire part of Selvadorada is run by the company that Eve's mom works for. She's not sure about the other parts. What's Rafael up to? Yeah, I would probably feel the same way, buddy. A little weird. What? Seriously? Up your standards, bestie. What are you doing? I don't think we can really ask anybody else about, like, the jungle. I only was able to ask one person, Was that like the only person here that has been to the jungle or something? I guess the people who really go into the actual jungle are the tour guides, so maybe we're gonna have to find a tour guide. But I don't know how to find those until we actually go on our tour. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna have... Oh my gosh, he's still talking to that guy. Ooh, everyone's just went down. If he rejected you, that would be so embarrassing. You find him super ugly, so that's like crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna have him, I guess, tend the bar because he can't actually... Oh my gosh, this diva. I love this dance. Okay, anyway, I guess he's gonna make his own drink. Oh my gosh, seriously? There's somebody behind the bar now. Okay, that's so annoying. Okay, I guess we'll just order a drink then. I wish I could, like, know who to talk to, because I don't really feel like introducing myself to every single person here, but I would like to know who to introduce myself to so that I can figure out jungle stuff. Maybe I can ask the cat. I don't really know why there's a cat, but... Ooh, this statue right here, I think you need to view it to get your, Selvadoradian culture skill up, and she has to do it for her aspiration. So definitely gonna do that. I wish there was more to do, like, just look at it? Okay. Well, this has not been very helpful. Ooh, I can ask her about the jungle. Okay. The tales of a grand Amaskan temple deep in the jungle. The rumors of treasure are tempting, but the amount of danger has kept me from searching for it myself. Well, I don't think any amount of danger will ever stop Eve, to be honest. So, we'll be looking for it. That sounds fine. Death is inevitable, girl. Rafael's afraid of death, which kind of, like, really sucks, because they have to go into a bit of a dangerous space in the jungle when they go on their tour. Obviously, it's not that dangerous when you're on the tour, you know, it's not that dangerous, but he definitely will see it as dangerous. And Eve will probably find a way to make it dangerous, so kind of sucks that he's afraid of death. Yeah, I think we're going to save these two goals right here for tomorrow. Tomorrow's our last day of the vacation that we will be staying in town, and the rest of it, for the most part, we will be spending doing daily tours. One of the nights on the tour, they stay out there for a little bit, but for the most part, they're going to be coming back to the lodge at the end of the day, which I'm sure Rafael's definitely more excited for. There are probably different, like, levels of the tour. Some are, like, more for sightseers, and then there's probably others that are much more rocky. Not dangerous, because they'd be liable for any bad things that happen, so they probably wouldn't make it too dangerous. But I expect that we got some type of tour that's in the middle, because, you know, they have to compromise. We're gonna head to bed. Eve is also up, and she has to be real bad. Just wants to cloud gaze with her dad. We can totally do that. They've definitely been avoiding the topic of, you know, going to Tomarang, and because they don't really want to fight about it, but because before they came here, they were constantly talking about it. Okay, well, I'm gonna have her cloud gaze with him because yay whims, or he's gonna do yoga. Okay. How is the state of the clouds? Can't really see much of anything. Pretty plants all around, though. So pretty and green here. There are, like, way too many fish people here. I'm beginning to think it's some type of infestation. She wants to chat with one of her friends from home, which are these two right here. So we'll just maybe call her, and we could say, like, you know, they're on a group call with her other friend Cameron too. I don't know if they're very adventurous people, but I think they'd still be interested to hear about, you know, her vacation. Okay, I think I'm gonna maybe head to the market now. So the market is over here, I believe, and we have a couple of people over here, a couple of sellers as well. Would we like to get some food? I think so. After our call, of course. I was thinking it's been forever since we went out for a drink. A drink? I'm not sure about that. Well, maybe she does go out for drinks, I don't know, but it's not really something you're supposed to do. Okay, they've closed the food stall. No food for us. That's fine. What kind of stuff do we have here? I want a doll, absolutely. I think that it would creep her dad out, and I think she knows that, so we're gonna get one for sure. And then what other kind of stuff do we got? What is this? Ew. I'm not sure about this. Grilled cheese. But I'll get some. We'll get 3. Be really prepared. Maybe I should get more than 3. I'm also gonna get a spider repellent for her. Somebody needs to attend the stall. And then we have Liquid Rush. We'll get some of those. They opened the stand again. Did they close it just so that she couldn't go to it? Because I don't understand. We'll get some empanadas. And then we should be done with this part of the exploration. We also need to do the Selvadoradian culture skill. We need to find an area off the path. Well, I mean, I'm sure that's not part of the tour, but she can, slide a bit out of the tour if she must. Oh my goodness, I just realized we have $81. Oopsies. Okay, I don't really know what to do about that. Do you earn money on vacation days, Rafael? No, you're just missing work. No vacation days available. That's really, really good. Ooh, but this person's the vendor, and I kind of want her to leave. Ooh, buy exploration supplies. Oh wait, we don't have money. Forgot about that. Okay, I feel like our best bet is maybe selling some of the stuff we have in our inventory, which is just... Oh my gosh, I paid $240 for these grilled cheese. That's disgusting. I'm gonna have to, sell them at a stand if I want more money, which I'm gonna need because I want to get exploration supplies from Antonia over here. So I'm not finding a way to sell anything. So, I'm a little worried. We do need to buy supplies. So I'm wondering if we can find somebody who's willing to buy our fossils and stuff. Maybe you look like you want fossils? Not really. I don't know what you look like, but I'm not feeling it. What about you, good sir? What about you? Okay, let's, I think he's the guy we talked to earlier and who just left. So, yeah. Ooh, local solutions. Sir, salutation. Solution. What am I talking about? Anyway, it's about his career, because maybe he, works here? I don't know. So she did end up learning that he is a tour guide. Woohoo! Okay. She might ask, I do need to sell some things so that I can have money to buy stuff, because I am going on a tour, and as I'm sure you know, it is very dangerous to go without exploration gear. So can you just do me a favor and, buy them from me, or get somebody else to buy them from me, or something? This isn't a very amusing idea to him, but my guess is he takes pity on this random teenage girl who's trying to not be broke. So he's gonna buy the items, even though I don't really think he needs them, because he probably has dug up enough stuff as him. But so we're gonna sell these things to him. 374. That's pretty okay. Hopefully, well, it might not be, actually. I have no clue how expensive the stuff that we need is. Oh, this girl's in love with him. Not surprised about that. Buy exploration supplies. So it doesn't actually look like I do need any of these things. Oh, I feel bad because we don't actually need any of this stuff, but... Oh, okay, we do have some things that we can get. We can get the plasma bait and waterfall in a bottle, and probably another plasma bait. She would buy a machete because she really wants one, but her dad does have two, so I don't think we need to waste our money on that. Nobody is at this stall, but I really want this because it says it is helpful to prevent the stinging of bees. Our inventory changes a few times a day. Okay, so maybe we'll have to come back later and get this, because we can't get it right now. He keeps going on his phone. I feel like that's not very in character of somebody who lives out here. But we're just gonna thank him again. And I do think we're gonna wonder a little bit, maybe he's our tour guide. And she probably hopes he is too, because apparently they're already friends. Do they get first impressions? I'm actually curious about that. Yeah, Eve thinks Santiago is, that's his name by the way, is an interesting sim, and he thinks she's adventurous, which she is adventurous. Very, very true. So, okay, I think it's about time to head home, and I have been neglecting Rafael a bit, but he seems to be doing absolutely fine. So tomorrow morning we will be heading out for our first leg, I guess you could say, tour, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe a game of Don't Wake the Llama before bed. I think Rafael is having a relatively good time. I wasn't sure if he would be miserable the whole time, but it seems like he does seem to find some good in this trip, but we'll see if that changes when he has to live in the jungle for a couple days. So, yeah, we will see. So, thank you so much for watching this episode. We're gonna have more episodes. Isn't that fun? I'm really excited about this, and I really hope you are too. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye!